When I first met Mark, he was everything I thought I'd ever wanted in a partner: steady, dependable, and kind. We met in college in North Carolina. I was studying graphic design, and he was majoring in business administration. We were complete opposites in energy. He was calm and analytical, and I was impulsive and creative. But somehow, it worked. After 10 years of marriage, I thought we had found our rhythm. We had our morning routines, weekend plans, and shared dreams of one day owning a small cabin by a lake. Life wasn't perfect, but it was ours. Then, one ordinary evening, Mark told me he had a wish. He said it so casually while we were cleaning up after dinner. "Emma," he began, "there's something I've been wanting to talk to you about. It's something personal." I paused, curious but unsuspecting. "Okay, what is it?" He hesitated, rubbing his hands together like he was trying to summon courage. "I've been thinking about how routine our life has become. I love you, but I just feel like we've lost our spark. My wish is for us to reconnect, in an honest way. No secrets, no walls." At first, I was relieved. I thought he was talking about a weekend getaway or more date nights. But as we continued, it became clear he was wrestling with emotional distance. He wanted us to be completely open, even about things that scared us to say. It sounded fair, but I didn't realize what that openness would uncover. Over the next few days, Mark seemed quieter, almost burdened. I finally asked him what was wrong. That's when he told me something that shook me. He confessed that a woman at work had recently started confiding in him. He claimed nothing had happened. No physical line was crossed, but he admitted he had started to care about her emotionally. For a moment, I couldn't breathe. It wasn't betrayal in the physical sense, but emotionally, it felt heavy. I didn't yell or throw anything. Instead, I walked to the porch and sat in silence. The world outside seemed too peaceful for the storm inside me. When he joined me, I said, "So your wish was honesty?" He nodded, ashamed. "I didn't want to lie to you, Emma. I thought you deserved to know before it went too far. I'm so sorry." I could see his regret, but the pain still burned. He'd been my partner for years, and now I had to wonder how long I'd been sharing him emotionally with someone else. That night, I slept in the guest room. Days turned into weeks. The distance between us grew like a quiet fog. At work, I buried myself in projects. At home, I moved through the motions. But the hardest part was the memory of the man who once made me feel safe. Then one afternoon, I found a small note in my car's cup holder. It was in Mark's handwriting: "Dinner tonight. Just us, please." I hesitated, but I went. At dinner, he was nervous. "Emma," he began, "I ended all contact with her. I realized what I was risking. You're my home. You're the person I promised to protect. I made a wish, not to drift away from you, but to find my way back." For the first time in weeks, I saw the sincerity in his eyes. He wasn't making excuses. He was owning what he'd done. That night, we talked for hours, about how lonely marriage can get if both people stop nurturing it, about how temptation often comes when love turns into routine. We promised to rebuild. The next months weren't easy. We attended counseling. Some sessions were awkward, others were healing. I learned things about him, and myself, that I hadn't known before. We weren't perfect, but we were honest now. One of the exercises our counselor gave us was to write a wish list, not about what we wanted from each other, but what we were willing to give. Mark's list said: 1. I will listen before reacting. 2. I will tell you when I feel distant, not hide it. 3. I will never make you feel replaceable. Mine said: 1. I will speak my needs without fear. 2. I will forgive, but not forget lessons. 3. I will choose love even when it's hard. We read them to each other by candlelight one evening. That moment wasn't romantic in the typical sense, but it was pure, two imperfect people choosing each other again. 6 months later, we were stronger. Mark switched jobs to create space between him and old reminders. I started painting again, something I hadn't done since college. One day, he came home with a small box. Inside was a charm bracelet with a single silver heart and the word, "Wish," engraved on it. He said, "This time, my wish is for us to never stop being honest, no matter how uncomfortable it gets." I smiled, tears in my eyes. Then my answer is still yes. Because marriage isn't about perfection. It's about the courage to stay when the easy choice is to walk away.